Yes. How are you?
I'm
How is Bella?
I'm fine.
You're fine. How was your weekend?
Good. Good.
It was good. What did you do last Saturday?
I I uh, I play game,
You played a game. What kind of game?
video game.
Video game. So is it the same game? What do you play again?
Uh, I I I
Oh, Speed, something like Cars, right?
yes,
Oh, so you did you play the same game last Saturday?
yes.
Oh, my daughter is playing Hello Neighbor.
Mm,
Have you heard about that game?
I don't know.
You heard?
Mm,
Yeah, she's only 6 and she's playing Hello Neighbor.
uh,
You have to go to your neighbor and make sure you won't be caught by your neighbor.
uh,
So that's the challenge.
mm,
Maybe you can also find the app and try to play. It's a game in the phone, a mobile game in your phone. Yeah, you might be interested too. Uh, and I also heard that you celebrated Teachers' Day last Saturday. Is that right?
mm.
Did you give your teacher a gift?
No.
Maybe you celebrate Teachers' Day last Friday, advanced celebration,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
In our case, we will be celebrating Teachers' Day this Wednesday, October 2. Yeah, so we will prepare something special for my daughter's teacher. Maybe we'll make a card and bring some flowers from our garden. Fresh flowers, right?
Mm.
So what did you give your teacher last Friday?
No. Anything?
Did you make a card for your teacher?
No.
No. Maybe tomorrow you will give a card, right?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Anything you want to share before we start the class?
No.
Nothing more?
Mm,
What do you want to talk about before we start with our class?
uh, no.
Anything interesting you want to share with teacher?
No.
Nothing interesting.
Mm,
How is the weather today?
Today is rainy and windy.
Oh, it's raining. Yeah.
Today we didn't go to school.
Oh, you did not go to school because it's raining. Is that right?
Typhoon.
Strong, strong rain?
Typhoon.
Typhoon, right? Wow. So that's good because you're able to rest, but it's also scary because we don't know if it's going to get strong. The typhoon will get stronger, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you be careful, okay? All right, so let's start. So before we start reading the story, I want to know by looking at the picture, what do you think this book is about? Or, I mean, the story is about? what do you think the story will be about? What is the title of the story?
The Dangerous Helper.
Okay, so the title is The Dangerous Helper. So, looking at the picture, can you tell me what is the story about?
Mm, I don't.
You don't know. By the way, let's go back to the first picture. Do you know what kind of animal is this?
Mm,
This picture.
I don't know.
So this is a mongoose. All right, and you can find this animal in Africa. All right, this can be found in Africa. A mongoose. Maybe it's a kind of a mouse, right? It looks like a mouse. Mongoose. All right. So that is also in the story. He's one of the character in the story. All right. So that is actually the picture of Among Us. Do you think he is the helper in the story?
Mm, no.
You don't think so? All right. So we'll find out once we read the story, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's start reading.
In a dense forest, there was a lake.
Okay, so this happened in the lake, all right?
Uh, all the animals used to drink water from the lake.
All right.
The water of this lake was sweet,
So sweet.
and
Mhm.
many fish lived there for a long time.
All right.
In in this lake, in this lake,
Lived a crab.
lived a crab.
Okay,
The,
so that's the first character, the crab. All right, continue.
the crab best friend was a swan.
All right, so there's a crab and there's a swan, and they're best friends.
The swan was in the same lake.
Mm-hmm.
They were happy in the camp camping
Company. Mm-hmm.
of each other.
All right, so they're happy being together.
Their happily less one one day a snake made its home near the lake.
Mm-hmm. Oh, their happiness lasted until one day a snake made its home near the lake. Okay, so it was just the crab and the swan at first, and then there's a snake who made its own home near the lake. All right.
Mm.
Okay, so let's continue.
Every day, the swan laid an egg.
Mm-hmm.
The snake swallowed some and ate it up. I have to find I will to save my eggs.
Okay, so the snake would come and eat the swan's eggs.
Mm.
So the swan said she has to find a way to save her eggs, all right, from the snakes. Okay, so continue. One day,
One day he went to the crib
mhm,
and said, "Please help me.
okay, so he went to his best friend, which is the crab, and asked for help. Okay, my eggs.
My eggs are under Lazarus. Let's
That cruel snake.
snake is all the eggs in the nest. One and what can I do?
Okay, he asked his best friend, the crab, what can he do to keep his eggs safe from the cruel eggs. All right. So if you're gonna be the crab, what will you tell the swan? How can you help your best friend?
I don't know.
You don't know how to keep his eggs safe. Maybe you can cover it with leaves, right?
Yeah.
You can cover the eggs with leaves so that the snake will not find it, right? Okay, let's see what happened next.
The crowd asked to help his best friend. The crab singer
The crab thought for a while.
while then he said, I want an idea.
I have an idea. All right.
Dear. Let's change some fish for this lake and scatter
Scatter.
scatter land for the snakes on and tail and markers on the markers live in the nearby tree. Then, then the crab
Okay, wait. What do you mean by scatter?
cat
Yeah.
banana
When you scatter something, it's like you sprinkle or you put it in different places, right? So this is what the crab's idea. He told his friends one to catch some fish and scatter them from the snake's house.
Oh,
It's like a trap, or yeah, like they use the fish as a trap for a trap for the snake so that it will be eaten by the mongoose. Okay, so all right. Again, then the crab
and the crab and the swam cat
caught,
caught some fish and threw
dropped them.
them
Hmm.
for from the Marcus
Mongoose's house.
house
All. Mhm.
all, all the way to the snare from them both
Right.
and had behind a tree and watch.
So they hid behind a tree and watch what will happen to the snake. All right.
Uh, they watch. They wait.
They waited for some time.
Waited for some time. After a long time, the mongoose came out.
Okay, so the mongoose came out of its house. What do you think happened after that?
He swallowed the fish and was overjoyed.
Hmm.
Mm, fish raged outside my uh, own house.
Okay, so the mongoose said, "Mom, fish right outside my own house." He was surprised to see the fish just outside his house, right?
Yes, he said, smacking his lips.
Yeah.
He happily ate all of them one by one.
Okay, so the mongoose ate each of the fishes, each of the fish that's from his house going to the snake's house.
Mm,
All right.
mm.
Okay, so he happily, okay, where are we now? Here. He happily, okay, I'll read it for you. He happily ate all of them one by one. As he ate, he kept following the fish trail to the snake's house. So the fish is like a trail going to the snake's house.
Mm,
Can you imagine what it looks like?
yes.
All right. So finally,
Finally, the Marcus
mhm,
reached the house of the snake.
yeah, so while he's eating the fish one by one, he finally reached the house of the snake.
Mm, both the cat and the swan were watching only in
Mhm.
waiting behind the tree.
Okay, so while they were waiting behind a tree and hiding, they saw what happened, right?
Mm.
Okay, so when the snake,
When the snake swallowed the mongoose,
saw the mongoose, all right,
he seemed just like that mongoose is here to attract me.
attack me, all right. So, okay, continue.
I had been bother
Better fight with him.
with him.
Okay,
Sometimes the snake street to find with the mongoose
started started to fight with the mongoose.
find with the mongoose. They fix for
They
some
fought.
time. After a finish bad gesture,
Battle. The
the
mongoose.
mongoose kill the snake.
All right. So the snake thought that the mongoose is trying to kill him. So he defended himself. So that was the start of their fight. And in the end, who was killed after their fight? Was it the mongoose or the snake?
Snake.
Okay, so the snake was killed by the mongoose. All right. So let's continue. We're almost done. We're almost done reading the story, okay? So watching this behind the tree,
Watching this behind the tree, the swan and the calf have a scent of breather
heaved a sign of relief.
in the silence, but her joy was short-lived. The next day, the markers looking of more fish and up the swan next
The swan and the crab.
layer on markers found more eggs for of the swan. He immediately at all of them. The swan and the
He immediately
he immediately published they had bring late That's new rest up themselves.
The swan and the crab now felt helpless. They had brought this new threat upon themselves. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so the swan and the crab thought that they're safe because the mongoose killed the snake, right?
Yes.
So, but her joy was short-lived. So the next day, the mongoose, looking for more fish, and came upon the swan's nest. So he found the swan's nest again after looking for some more fish. And he found the eggs, more eggs from the swan, and ate all of them. Okay, so they felt helpless. The swan and the crab felt helpless. Okay, so this time they knew that the mongoose was
a dangerous helper.
although the mongoose helped them kill the snake, but he's still dangerous, right? Okay, so what did they say? Here. What did the two friends said?
Our naturalness has
Thoughtlessness. Thoughtlessness. All right.
taught us a new ima- image more dangerous than the previous enemy.
Previous enemy. Right. So the mongoose is more dangerous than the snake, right?
Mm.
All right. So let's continue. After a few days,
After a few days, they then
decided
decided to front once more plan to get rid of the dangerous helper. Morgus is mad to be careful, wise fit once.
while fighting with an enemy, right? So, what do you think is the lesson in the story? What do you think is the author's wants us to learn from the story? What is the lesson in the story?
Adriana. I don't know.
Mhm. It was a good idea that they used the mongoose to help them kill the snake, right?
Yes.
But what did they not, what uh, they did not know about the mongoose?
Hmm?
What did the two friends did not know about the mongoose?
Hmm?
Okay. What did the two friends did not know about the mongoose?
Hmm?
They did not know
Yeah.
that the mongoose is
Uh, uh, and
dangerous, right? Yes, correct. Dangerous what?
oh,
Okay, so they didn't know that the mongoose is a dangerous helper. Okay, so before you trust someone, you should get to know that person first, right?
hmm?
So I think that's the lesson in the story.
Hmm?
You have to know the person before you trust him or her.
Hmm?
Okay, so um, what do you like about the story? Or what do you like about the story?
I don't know.
Hmm. Do you like the characters? Do you like the lesson?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
You like the lesson in the story?
Yeah.
Right. And what you dislike about the story or you don't like?
I I love I I like this story.
Hmm. What is it that you dislike about the story?
Ah, he, um, I don't know.
Maybe you don't like it because the swan and the crab did not know
Yeah.
the real character of the mongoose, right?
Yes.
I thought it's already a happy ending
Yes.
because they were able to kill the snake,
Mm,
which is their first enemy. But they have a bigger problem. after asking the help of the mongoose. Right.
I don't like this.
And whose character do you like the most?
I don't like.
You don't like any characters.
Yes.
Okay. So if you're gonna be the author,
Yes.
what character will you put here? Whose character will you use?
I don't
You're not sure. Okay.
know.
Do you like that the author used animals as characters?
Mm.
Do you like animals as characters in the story?
No.
Mm-hmm. Or you want real people?
No. I want real people.
You like real people than animals.
Yeah.
Mm. Maybe because you're already 11 years old, right?
Yes.
With some kids, they like to see animals in the story,
Mm.
right? Because you're a grown-up girl,
Mm.
right? Who's the main character in the story? Who do you think is the main character?
Morgan.
The
Um. I don't know.
It's the mongoose, right? Because the title is about the dangerous helper.
Huh?
The dangerous helper. So it's the mongoose,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The story is about the mongoose who is a dangerous helper.
Huh?
Right. So if you're gonna tell the story, can you write something here? Or can you tell me something here? What can you share after reading the story?
I don't know.
Tell me anything that you want to say about the story.
I don't know.
hmm Okay, we'll start with the title.
Huh?
So the dangerous helper is Can you still remember?
His was
The dangerous helper is
who?
Who is the dangerous helper?
Miss Margaret.
The
No. Margaret.
the mongoose. Okay. Why is he called a dangerous helper?
I don't know.
Who did he help?
He helped. Um, Snap. No. Uh,
The swan and
Swan and Snap. No.
Who's the other character?
I don't know.
The best friend of the swan. Who is the best friend of the swan? Can you remember the best friend of the swan?
Yeah. Crab.
The crab. Okay, very good. How did he help them?
Um, he helped. I don't know.
How did the mongoose help the swan and the crab?
Um, I don't know.
You can go back to the story so you can find the answer.
Um,
Who killed, what did the mongoose killed?
um, um, I don't know.
You cannot remember the other character?
Yeah.
There are only four characters, right? The mongoose, the swan, the crab, and
Um, snake.
snake, right?
Yes.
So he helped them kill the snake.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so what happened in the last part of the story?
Um, I don't.
Do you think the swan and the crab is already safe?
Yes.
They're already safe after the mongoose killed the snake?
No.
It's not safe yet because
Because they didn't hit the
the mongoose
mountain
is what?
is I don't know.
Who is more dangerous, the snake or the mongoose?
Danger.
Yeah, more dangerous.
Dangerous.
Who is more dangerous, the snake or the mongoose?
Mongoose.
Okay, so the mongoose is a more dangerous enemy. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so the lesson. How about the lesson in the story?
I don't know.
Is to not trust
The story is to not
to someone that easily. Okay, not give your trust to someone that easily. Doesn't mean that that person helped you. It doesn't mean that he will always be trusted, right?
okay.
Have you experienced the same experience that the swan and crab had experienced?
No.
Did you know anyone that you trusted and then betrayed your trust? Do you know anyone?
No.
You don't know anyone
Yeah.
who betrayed you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good that you have not experienced it. So next time, if this happened to you, you know what to do, right? Okay, so before we end the class, do you have any question about the story that you don't understand?
No.
All right, so if you can see, I have highlighted some words. You practice those words, okay?
Okay.
Search them in the dictionary and then listen and then practice. Okay, it would also be helpful if you record yourself and then listen and then compare so you can check your pronunciation if it's already okay or not. Okay, so because I also do that, I listen to the word and then I practice, I follow how it is pronounced correctly. And then I also record myself and then listen to my voice if it's the same with what I hear from the audio. Okay?
Okay.
If you're not familiar of the word, you can search the word and then try to say it or listen and then practice.
Mm.
All right. So we'll continue with our lesson in our next meeting. We'll have a new topic in our next meeting, which is next week, Monday. All right?
Mm.
Okay, so enjoy the rest of the week, Bella, okay?
Okay.
All right, you have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.